All right, now from the Apple TV original Dickinson, Josh,
Yes,
we have Toby Huss on the show. How you doing?
I'm not doing too bad. How are you? How are you?
You looking good. I'm loving the hat.
Thank you. It's a little traveling Stetson I picked up a while ago.
Okay, all right.
So,
Fly guy. I like that.
definitely.
Yeah, it
So,
works out all right. Yeah, this is I'm down south, so there's some holes up here.
A little ventilation. Nothing wrong with a little
Yeah,
ventilation.
it's a little radiator for when it gets too hot down in Savannah. Yeah.
Gotta breathe. Okay, wait a
Yeah.
minute. We're here to talk about the show. Now you're in season 2 right now. Can I
Yeah.
just tell you that you play Emily's father, and your character, he was rubbing me the wrong way at first.
Yeah, I bet he did. Especially for a woman. She's not going to like this guy. He was pretty strict. He was rigidly conforming to what was around him and what was expected of a man that age at that time. That's what you did.
That's
You know,
true.
and the nice thing about season 2, I think, is that you get to see Edward then sort of break through that and to see his daughter in a new light. So he gets to break out of that.
I think there's an interesting contrast between the generation and, how you are, you play this strict character, and then your eyes are being open to something different. And when you see what's going on with her, it's like, you're trying, but it's not getting there. Can you tell us a little bit of the nuances? What can viewers expect to people who are just tuning in? What can they expect from season 2?
Well, it's that struggle. It's awful. I don't know if either of you are parents, but it can be awful business. It's just awful sometimes. It's like being thrown into the cold end of the pool. You just don't want to go. So he sees his daughter that says, "I want to be a poet," and he goes, "Well, that's awful. Can't be a poet.
Right.
You're gonna get smashed by society. No one's gonna like this. They're gonna think you're an awful. No, I'm not gonna allow that to happen." And then he realizes that if he blocks her, if he stops her from becoming who she's going to become, he's going to destroy her. So he doesn't want to have this revelation, but he does. And he doesn't want to change, but he does. For me, that's fun to watch him go through that.
Playing this role is classic, but then you have the bringing it into the new age of thinking.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself having problems dealing with like regular reality? Do you have to stay in character even when you're not on the show, just to keep that
I
in?
tell you, my biggest problem with it so far is that I have had no scenes with Wiz Khalifa. That's awful.
I saw that. Yeah.
He's great. Isn't he great?
Yeah, he is.
No, it's fun to inhabit that world. It's great to be able to do it for a few hours a day. It's really fun. You walk differently when you put on clothes like that. You sort of look at the world differently. It's really funny how those clothes change. You put on these physical clothes and it changes your emotional outlook on the world. It's really interesting.
I love watching it because it just shows how far we've come. Just even how his interaction with his daughter and how you feel like women shouldn't do certain things or women should get married, and just look at how far we've progressed now. It's like
It bridges the gap.
You can make some money doing some poetry, and then you can also get married if you don't want to. I love it.
Yeah.
You can connect because just like you said, we are parents, and if our kids said something about they want to be a poet,
You want to do what?
and that's what they want to do for life, it's like, no, man, that's not. There's no money in that. Come on.
I know. I'm going through that right now with my daughter in art school who graduates this year. I mean, she's graduating in a pandemic with an art school.
Oh man.
Degree.
Right. Give us all our gray hairs.
But
all
you
of our
gotta,
gray hairs.
you gotta, just like Emily, you gotta let her follow her passion.
Oh, yeah.
Who she's gonna be anyway.
Yeah. No one cares about my reaction to it. That's the thing. You go, Edward, no one cares. Let that kid do their thing.
They never
It's
listen.
always the fathers not feeling like they're being heard. Well, Toby, look, congrats on season 2. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will be tuning in.
Yes, thank you.
All right, I appreciate it. Good to talk to you too. Thanks.
You too.
Thank you.